I want to take you behind the scenes on something. Last year for my campaign, I had to buy a lot of advertising on TV, so I learned how much it cost. Running one ad on Judge Judy cost me $300. One ad on Chicago Fire was $5,000 because it's a big primetime show. And one ad during a Panthers football game was $50,000. I could afford 0 of those. But Wheel of Fortune, ads during Wheel of Fortune cost $3,000, but they come with a pretty big audience, so I bought a lot of those. I loaded up on Wheel of Fortune and some other shows at similar price points. The effect was immediate. It was amazing. It was like all of a sudden I existed to a bunch of people I had never existed to before. Here's why I'm telling you this. Because last week we were all on the House floor to vote on the debt ceiling. This was the big vote to avoid default. And I'm standing next to a congressman who's been there for a while. And I say something to him like, I hope the country understands that we can't keep getting this close to disaster. It's not good. And he looked at me and said, how much are you willing to spend to teach them? And I knew what he meant. He was talking about Wheel of Fortune. No one's going to run any ads about the debt ceiling, which means for a big part of the country, this thing we just went through, it'll be like it never happened. It won't exist. There are a lot of issues like this. The truth is, taking something from a blip on the radar to an issue that people will vote on usually means cutting checks for Wheel of Fortune and Judge Judy and Chicago Fire, which means everyone in Congress knows that having the money to buy those ads will have a bigger political impact on them than their actual voting record. And that's true and really bad. Using the commercials that run during game shows as one of the main ways we hold politicians accountable is not a good system. And the way we'll know that politics is getting better is if more people become well-informed enough to stop making decisions based on political commercials, including mine.